person made fun of my cooking show.
We're dishing with the one and only Savannah Guthrie.
I cannot cook. I can't even boil water.
And teaching her to make an easy and delicious dinner.
In she goes.
Done! Savannah Guthrie, chopper extraordinaire.
Chicken Milanese with cabbage, slaw.
And
The easiest DIY we've ever seen to spice up a boring kitchen. That's next. Let's dish. The kitchen has always been the center of my world because life is more delicious when it's full of food and fun.
Everybody knows me as a culinary expert and food judge on television, but also I'm a mom trying to get dinner on the table.
From Hollywood to home, I bring Southern sweet and Caribbean heat, and I'm not afraid to stir the pot.
Good food, good friends, good dish. Welcome to The Good Dish. Now, we tend to get a pretty early start around here, but not nearly as early as our first guest. In fact, she is in our living rooms before we've even finished our morning coffee. I am talking about legendary journalist and Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie. But after mastering hard-hitting interviews, children books writing, and everything in between, there is one thing on Savannah's bucket list left to learn: cooking. And we are honored that she is here today for a crash course in learning to make this chicken Milanese with cabbage slaw. Please welcome Savannah Guthrie.
Hi. Oh, I brought you coffee.
And we brought cabbage.
Okay, I'm having my orders.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Daphne.
Oh my, thank
God, who got
you.
the latte? That's all.
Gail.
Hi, Gail. Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Americano.
Okay, and here's my hello. Hi, cheers.
You're the best.
Hi.
Cheers. Nice to see you.
Congrats on the
Hi.
show, ladies. It's so nice to be here.
Thank you. This is a dress. I mean, this is a
Oh, thank
perfect
you.
cooking dress.
Well, yeah, I know, right?
I
It's
just
just
stains,
if
for
you
sure.
spill on it, and you know I will, you'll be mad.
It's all good. It's all good. Before we get to the cooking, you are famous for your post-show snack, your guacamole. It's known about The Office.
Oh, yes, I love guacamole.
Well, and I like it. It's a nice fuel, nice thing to have at the end of a very long morning. You've been up forever. But Al Roker did reveal that were your guacamole ever to go missing, you would be dogged, relentless in your full-scale investigation of who could possibly have taken
That
this.
is correct. I definitely would. I love guacamole. I feel like next to peanut butter, it is the perfect food. And yeah, I think like if it did go missing, I would be looking in Jenna's office first.
She's your suspect number one.
100%. First of all, we're both from the Southwest. She loves queso, and also she just has that sort of criminal side to her. So, which we all know.
Interesting.
Yes.
I mean, you call her out.
Yes. She's your suspect.
She looks so sweet, though. You
She
never
does,
think.
But no.
Sneaky.
She's a sneak.
All
Very
right.
good, very
well,
good.
now we love the fact that you're deciding to like get more involved into the kitchen. You want to navigate things, figure them out a little bit more, and tell us about this new project where you're conquering this.
Yes, well, anyone who has ever watched our show, Gail, you've been there a million times, and you too, Daphne, you guys know, like, I cannot cook. I can't even boil water. I know nothing. And over the years, the show would say, this is the year we're going to teach Savannah to cook. And they'd get celebrity chefs, and Bobby Flay has tried. I mean, they've done these segments year after year, and I, of course, never learn anything. This is different. Guys, I've changed. Here's what's happening. We're doing a little show. It's on Today All Day on our streaming channel. You can also find it on the website. But I actually do the cooking. Because you know how it is. You guys are celebrity chefs. You come in, everything's chopped up all pretty.
Yes.
They're like, just make this, and you dump it in there. Well, I don't know how to chop. I don't know how to put the oil in the pan. I don't know. So on
Those
this show,
segments happen so fast.
Yes.
Yes,
that
it's a
it is very
30-second
hard to
segment. Yeah.
truly get a feel for
so
it.
now I'm actually doing it, and I'm starting to learn.
So good
a little
for
bit.
you. Good
It must
for
be
you.
so confidence boosting and exciting to have this new skill set. Although you could leave a little something for the rest of us. You know, you're so good at journalism, writing these wonderful kids books, which my girls are obsessed with.
Oh, that's so
Love your
nice.
books.
That's so nice. Well, believe me, I'm no threat in the kitchen. Let's be clear. I learned how to make grilled cheese on one of the episodes.
All right, but you're doing your thing. You guys take a look at this clip starting from scratch. on today all day.
Yay!
The beautiful thing about being in the kitchen, though, is that there is room for everyone and there's growth for everyone. And what I love about this concept is you're absolutely right. Sometimes it's the fundamentals that are missed. It's like knowing to break the steak down so that you can actually manage it, knowing that it doesn't go around your waist. It's the skirt steak for a different reason.
I thought it was about
That looked nice though.
Yes.
I'm not
Would
gonna
have been
take
good.
that
I mean, Lady Gaga did it. Why not?
Yeah.
Yes, fashion.
I forgot about that.
It's
Oh my gosh.
definitely true, and it's like even if you do know something about cooking, there are lots of little tips that the chef gives. Imagine having the Butterball hotline all the time. You were trying a recipe and you were like, how hot should this pan be? Well, should I cut it like this? How do I crack that egg? That's what the show is.
I love
I try to do the recipes and the chef is there to help me and answer my stupid questions.
But you know what? They're not stupid because 9 times out of 10, the questions that most people ask when they're cooking, I think, are the questions everyone wants to ask, but you're nervous to ask, or it happens so
being
quickly,
rushed through, yeah,
right?
you're
That you
not
don't even
ready.
get a chance to ask. So I can almost guarantee that the questions you're asking are what everyone wants to know. You know what I mean? Like they're the things that we might take for granted when we're cooking because. By the way, none of us were born cooking.
Yeah.
We spent hours in the kitchen learning, right? It's not like it's like you don't become an NBA player just from waking up one morning.
But it's something anyone
Practice.
can learn. And
Yes,
that is
that's
the joy
it.
of
Yes,
cooking.
That's the
Practice.
beauty of it. And we hear that there's one particular dish that you want to learn, Chicken Milanese.
Well, I'm trying to get some
classic.
things that I could make that aren't too intimidating, but that my kids might eat.
How old are the kids now?
They're 7 and 5.
This is
As long as it's not a vegetable, we have a chance.
Right.
No, but this is good. The kids will definitely eat this, and we're going to do it with a delicious, crispy cabbage slaw.
Oh.
So we'll start with the basics, get a nice, crunchy, crispy, golden brown outside on our
Okay.
chicken. So now, the thing we're going to start off with is our chicken breast, and I've sandwiched them in between two pieces of plastic wrap. It's going to help keep everything clean and sanitary. And you have your mallet here.
Yeah.
You're just going to pound it out.
Which side am I using?
You
Oh,
can use
see?
you can use this
What's
side.
this side for?
This side is more of a tenderizing agent, kind of makes more indentation kind of thing, but you can use the flat side.
Doesn't
the
matter.
reason why we're pressing this out, flattening out, because you want it to cook evenly.
Okay.
Can
So
I
yes.
show you
It
one
might-
thing?
yeah.
Okay, so your instinct was to go to the perimeter.
Yeah.
But you see what happens, you get this kind of lacy, broken chicken here
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's the thin part.
Oh,
so
right.
go from the center where it's fattest.
And am I really trying to like get in
Push
there?
it out a little bit, so
Yes.
so you even out the thickness. You
But
still
you'll
pound it.
This is
pound
not
it.
the person you do not like. You're not
Okay.
taking out any aggression. There's no face on this.
Carson made fun of my cooking show. Okay.
Definitely not. Just a little pound out and even.
A love tap.
I love tap.
Okay.
There we go. Love tap, even pounding out, and then you just do a little pull one piece back, and then you season with salt and pepper on both sides.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you always
yeah.
got to make sure you season.
That's one thing I learned on the show, and this is dumb, but it's like I didn't give that much salt. And I learned you got to be
no.
generous with your seasoning.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There we go.
see?
Because the chicken can't season itself, so you
Correct.
have to.
But
And
I was afraid, like, is it going to be too salty? Is it this or that? It's like, no, get in there, right?
No, you got to get the flavor here. And then we have our dredging station set up. As you can
Okay.
see, I have peppered everything. I've salted
Oh,
everything.
you've salted your dredging station.
Yes, we want to make sure that there's flavor through and through. Now, we're going to take a little beat because, there's so much going on.
Yeah.
We got to come back to this. Yes. But when we come back, then we'll dredge it up, put it in the pan. It's going to be
The
awesome.
dramatic conclusion of this cooking segment.
We can do this.
Frying.
Yes,
There will
we'll
be
be back.
frying.
You guys wait and see. We'll be back.
You've done that closeout
Yes,
before.
I know.
Like something you saw on the show today? We're dishing all the details on the good list. All the recipes, important tips, and tricks, all in one place. So stay tuned until the end of the show when we'll share the good list QR code. You can scan to send it all right to your phone.
We are back with today's show co-host and legendary journalist Savannah Guthrie. We are about to fry up some chicken Milanese that she pounded to perfection.
I noticed you didn't say legendary chef. we have some work to do.
Next segment.
Yes.
By next segment, legendary chef
Yes.
Savannah Guthrie is in
There
the
you go.
studio.
All right, Shamika, where are we on this?
All right, so chicken's pounded and seasoned. We've seasoned everything in our steps in our dredging station. You'll go in with some flour. Of course, you
Okay.
can go in bare hands, but some people don't want to touch
No, I don't
chicken.
want to. I don't.
It's totally fine. Into the flour first, into our seasoned egg. I feel like people
How many
do-
eggs is that? Like 2?
This is 3 eggs.
Okay.
Are you someone who likes to know the reason why things are happening?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I feel
It
like
helps
you
it
asked a lot of
stick,
good-
right?
See, your questions are good.
See, no, they're not. It's really dumb, but I just have a lot of questions. Like, what is that? Panko? Breadcrumbs? Did you?
Plain dried breadcrumbs, and
Okay.
you season them to yourself. I like to use the unseasoned one. You control how much seasoning goes in there. You could add in dry herbs if you like. Like you be the driver.
Okay.
And
of
even
how you want
before
to
you
do
get
this.
there, you dry the surface of your chicken out with the flour, which gives you a nice crispy surface and something for the eggs to bond with.
Okay.
The eggs make love to the flour.
They're bonding.
you
They're
go.
friends.
And they're friends.
Like us.
And then you get the fried crispy.
Now, how
By the
hot
way,
is that?
panko would be fine too.
You think so? Okay.
Great.
Now
Yes.
that oil. This is always like, how hot is that oil? How hot is this pan?
It's hot. You want it hot enough that you see these bubbles and you hear it.
Okay.
Yes.
Hearing is really important in cooking.
Really?
It's the sense that kind of people forget about, but hearing tells you a lot about how
How
hot
do you
things
hear
are.
when your kids are whining?
Well, that's
well,
the other
entire
thing.
time.
I mean,
Yes.
but you, as a mom, you do have that ear where you drown them out eventually.
True,
and
true.
You can kind of zone into what you
Well,
need to
you know what I
handle.
finally figured out, you guys? Like, I hope my mom's not watching this. Why my mom's food was always burned? Because she was a mom.
Yes.
And now I get it. Like, you can't sit there and like watch something and make sure it doesn't burn because the kids are like, you know, it's just always on you. So now I know.
There you go.
That's
All right.
why I burn mine.
So place yours in there,
Okay.
and you just want to cook these for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. They're thin, so they won't take as long to cook. And once they get that beautiful golden brown on each side. Now, as these come out of the oil, anytime you fry something, shallow fry, deep fry, give it a little kiss of salt.
Oh, after it comes out.
After it comes out, because that way you ensure that first bite still has the
What's
flavor.
the difference between shallow fry and deep fry?
Well, you see, it's just covering just the surface
Yes.
of the base of the pan. Deep fry, you would have several
you
inches.
you submerge it. or
Yes,
something.
and then it
Oh.
would float to the top and fry.
Got it.
This is a shallow fry here.
Okay,
so
like
yes,
it.
just want the color, the crunch. There we go.
Okay.
Chicken.
Yum, it looks delicious.
It
I
is,
feel my
yes.
kids would eat that.
They definitely would.
Oh.
All right.
Are you kidding? They're gonna love this. It's crispy, it's juicy, it has great texture, and you can leave the slaw on the side if you want to. Guys, when we come back, we are helping Savannah conquer her fears of cutting cabbage with a hack that you are absolutely gonna love.
Hack.
That hack, but also a good hack. And you'll need it because there's a yummy slaw that goes with this chicken. We're showing you how to make it coming up next. This is like...
We're back and we're dishing with today's show, Savannah Guthrie.
Yes. So we have your gorgeous chicken cutlets ready to go that you fried to perfection. Before we finish this dish, I do want to share this clip from your episode of Starting From Scratch that airs March 30th, where it seems like you had a semi-traumatic experience trying to cut some cabbage. Let's take a look at this.
It's hard. This cabbage is hard.
I was just gonna say you should not feel bad. Cabbage is, and like hard vegetables in general, are one of the hardest things to sort of navigate cutting.
I felt like I needed something that like Paul Bunyan would have, like in the forest.
Yes.
You know, like this
and
knife
this
was not
axe
going to
would
be
have been
enough.
good. Well, that knife will serve you just fine. I'm going to show
Okay.
you some easy tips for making sure that you can
Okay.
cut cabbage and make it easier than ever. So
I'm peeling. I peeled.
yeah,
Come
I
on,
just like to
peel.
take off that outer layer because it's loose and it can slip a little bit. You'll notice it's round. Cabbage
Yes,
are round.
yes.
So you want to give yourself a flat surface. That's the first thing to do, just to stabilize it.
Yes.
And we have a stable board. You'll see
Okay.
we put a little damp rag underneath
okay.
the board so it doesn't move as much.
Okay, good.
Now, a lot of people, to make that stable surface, will actually saw along the stem here to give you, but I'm not going to say we do that.
Okay.
I'm going to say we make our lives much easier and just cut off an edge of the side.
Oh, you mean because this is harder?
And yes,
And
that's
this is the root. This is holding it all together.
it's really
okay,
firm.
so-
That's like
oh, that's
like
a
the
good
spine,
tip.
right?
Okay.
And now when you're holding your knife, this is actually one really nice thing. People are tempted to hold it down here at the handle.
Yeah.
You actually have much better control of your blade.
If I choke up, look at that. Okay.
Yeah.
I heard that, but I never remember to do it. But okay.
Yeah.
Also, I told you I'm like left-handed, but I keep.
Do you want to try it left-handed?
No, because it doesn't feel right. I don't know what. I'm
So-
going for it.
Yeah, so just go for it. Give yourself a flat edge. That's all. That's perfect.
Stop for a second.
Okay,
Good
that's
job.
perfect. Good.
You're clapping. I love low expectations. It's like my whole life. It's really worked for me.
We
Low
I'm all
expectations.
for it.
Under promise. Oh wait, stop! You're going crazy. You're like flying
hold on a
right through the
sec.
cabbage.
Oh.
Okay, so flip it to the side. Now you have a
Oh.
stable surface. By the way,
Okay.
we're still going to use this. Don't worry, none of
Okay.
that's going to waste.
See,
Now
I got arrogant.
No, you were cruising right through. I love this. You
Okay.
know, see, we under promise, over deliver on
Yes.
this show. 'Cause you're like an iron chef over here.
Okay.
So now what we want to do is kind of just break it into a more manageable size. Now wait, see where my knife is?
Yeah.
Point
there's
down.
down.
Always point down. Yes.
On an angle.
On an angle, exactly.
Okay.
Yep. Now there. Now
Now
you're going to
what?
leverage the heel of your hand.
Yeah, but okay, it still took 2 people.
No, I was just
Okay.
do this one. Go ahead. You can do this one by yourself. Go for it.
Okay.
Now,
watch out.
No, you hold it right there. And now use your arm strength. No sawing. You don't
pull
need
it
to
out.
saw. Just slam it down. There. Done. Savannah Guthrie, chopper extraordinaire.
Conquering cabbage.
Conquering cabbage.
Okay,
Now,
yes.
here is this super cool tip. Now,
Okay.
from here, because like normally speaking, you'd actually like make your to make your slaw or whatever, you're gonna go in, you chop out the wedge of the
this
of
part.
the stem, and then you just slice right down through it, right? But
Look at
but we don't even need to do that anymore. Look at how easy it is to do with just a Y peeler. You get yourself some beautiful shreds of cabbage.
Okay.
No knife skills needed. You get perfectly tender shards of
Wow.
right?
That's
See how easy
amazing.
that is?
I always wondered how they did that. Okay. Hold on, I want to peel my finger off.
And it's so much less work as well.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about them being consistent
And it
because now
doesn't-
they're all going to be the
Yeah,
exact
exactly.
same beautiful small size.
So
Okay.
simple.
But see, I feel like this might be a lefty thing. No, it's
oh.
a right. I don't know.
Keep thinking through it. Keep
No.
working.
And how's that?
That's fine because now that you have mastered your knife skills, now
Yes.
you're gonna come back and just chop your way through your cabbage.
One day I really aspire to cut like that.
Well, come on
The
back
key
to the
to
good
cutting
dish. We're gonna keep the learning going.
Practice.
That's
okay.
it.
And the good thing is, it'll still taste great.
Yes.
No matter how you work on your
Exactly.
cuts, it will be delicious no matter what.
It's not like
That's
I'm
important.
you know,
See,
yeah.
that's perfect. You took the core out.
Okay, and
now
now-
you want to keep the number one thing of cooking large items like
Yeah.
this is you want to break it down to something manageable,
Yeah.
and then you want to always keep it on the flattest
Okay.
side. That's what gives you the most stability.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Well, this could
We're
be
gonna
all
keep
day.
chopping. Gail,
Keep
how do we
chopping,
finish this
and
up?
now
Yeah,
that
Gail,
you've
what do we
shown
do?
the cabbage who's boss,
Yeah.
I'm going to take that cabbage,
Yes.
all that beautiful cabbage, and make a really simple slaw. This is a great salad for any night of the week. It goes with everything, but it's perfect with this chicken Milanese.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I have this cabbage that you are obviously demonstrating so beautifully. I have some cut celery, thinly sliced. Look at that. See?
I know. Oh, I just
thinly
cut it like
sliced
that.
celery, parsley, very thinly sliced Granny Smith apples, which is awesome because they're tart and bright and crunchy. And then I have some pumpkin seeds, some toasted.
Oh, I
peanuts,
love that.
and some fresh dill. So any of the herbs, but you can do this with carrots, with radishes. You can do it with fennel. Like any crunchy vegetable is
That's
awesome
nice.
in here. I've made the most simple dressing. Do you make dressings at home?
No.
Okay, great. That's why we're here.
I'm like Thousand Island. No, I'm just kidding.
Also fine. No, we enjoy
Yes.
a Thousand
Can I
Island
just
too.
commend you on your fearlessness? I
Thank
truly
you.
think that is like the most phenomenal thing about getting a little more confident. It just
Get in there.
Just get in there.
I know. I'm trying.
I love it.
No, you're doing. You're
doing.
doing. It's more than trying. You are doing.
What's in your dressing?
Okay, it's super simple, and you don't need to whisk and emulsify or do anything fancy. Apple cider vinegar, whole grain mustard. You can chop up some shallots, a little garlic, olive oil. Fine. Throw it all in. Put it in a sealed mason jar.
I'll let you come
can
get close
use
to the
Okay.
salad.
a little
so
bit
you
of
can
honey.
see how it all
use
comes
lemon
together.
juice.
Yum,
And you just
okay.
shake it. Make
This
more
chow
than
down
you need.
time?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go. Make more than you need. Put it in the fridge, and then you can just
I love it.
dress
That
and
looks
toss.
so good.
And simple, right?
I want to see your tossing technique.
Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. Looks
tossing-
beautiful, Gail.
The tossing, I don't know if I would call this technique, but
Well,
it happens. The key to good tossing is use a bigger bowl than you think.
Yeah, that's true. Then you have room and doesn't
Yeah,
spill. I
there's
hate when it
nothing more
spills out on the
frustrating than
side.
being in a tiny bowl, right, and not being able to get the
roof.
room.
Oh my
and
gosh,
the-
that's delicious.
There you go.
And try the chicken.
Okay.
Fruits of your labor. Try the chicken.
Okay, let's see how we did, Jamaica.
Your kids are gonna love this.
They really will.
Crunchy, a little sweet.
Delicious. Okay, guys.
Easiest thing ever.
Now I know 4 recipes. Thank you.
There you go.
So smart.
Next is I'll be back with my cookbook.
Yes, I'm telling you, Savannah Guthrie, fearless
Yeah.
in the kitchen. So, Savannah, we do want to commemorate you graduating from the Good Dish Cooking School Cabbage Prep Edition
Oh my
course.
gosh.
So we do have a little gift for you. We were told that since you love cabbage and you love Cabbage Patch Kids, we thought this would be perfection.
And you know I love babies. Look
And
at
you
her.
love babies.
Oh God, we have the same round face.
Oh, cute. With her little graduate.
Oh my gosh, look at this. She's so cute.
There you go.
I'll treasure her.
Thank
you, girls.
You did it.
You did it.
We did it. Thanks for having me.
You made a delicious full dinner. Now you have the skills. We love cooking
This
with
was
you.
so fun and delicious.
Thanks for being here.
So glad you liked it.
Guys, you can catch Savannah weekday mornings on NBC's Today and new episodes of her show starting from scratch on Wednesday and Friday, streaming on Today all day. Up next, if you're tired of your boring kitchen, we've got you. We are sharing some of the easiest, inexpensive DIY hacks for upgrading your kitchen. Don't go away. So cute.
Love your cabbage patch.
His work has been featured in Architectural Digest and HGTV, and he's designed spaces for Oprah Winfrey and Michelle Obama. So it is pretty safe to say interior designer Mikkel Welch knows a thing or two about making a room both beautiful and luxurious. But can he do it on a budget? Yes, he can. Mikkel is here to show us the easiest DIY we've ever seen to spice up a boring kitchen. So exciting. Please welcome design expert known for his work on the hit show Murder House Flip, Mikkel Welch.
Thank you, ladies, for having me.
welcome.
I'm so excited to be here.
We're going to talk about you and your fabulous work, and you're going to help us renovate a boring kitchen. But first, for anybody who doesn't know about Murder House Flip,
Yes.
we got to talk about this show. It is freaky. It is amazing.
Oh, Lord.
What
it's
kind of
a lot.
rituals
It's
are
a
you
lot.
doing?
Okay,
Like,
so.
do you bless yourself and like?
Oh,
you know?
it's a lot of holy oil. It's a lot of saging going on. It's just a lot. So essentially, this show is myself and my co-host Sarah. We go into homes with a dark past.
Yes.
And we
Like
try,
a very dark past.
like somebody died in the house. And we're trying to change the energy in the space.
Yeah.
Ultimately, some of these people have purchased the homes and they did it pre-internet. So they couldn't just like go online and search it. So it's like your next door neighbor comes over and it's just like, hey, you got the Johnson house. And you're like, what is the Johnson house? And then you find out that something happened. So it's a little crazy. You know, we were doing the Dorothea Puente house, which is really, really huge in San Diego. And this woman buried 7 people in her front yard. Like, it's crazy. As a matter of fact, during production, we literally had to stop production because we were using like one of those ground penetrating like devices and we saw a melon-shaped object and
Stop it.
yeah, we did stop it, literally, because they told us if we dig it up and it's what we think it is, we have to.
It's your problem now.
Yeah, so producers were like, shut it down, and we're gonna put some pretty flowers out here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
That's insane.
It is crazy.
That is insane. Yes, you do have to surround yourself by good aura.
Yes.
Walking into spaces like that. But now, let's move ahead
Yes.
because we're not digging up any dead bodies in this kitchen.
Yes.
But I think some people, they think their kitchen is so boring that it could be a crime.
I love this. Look at all your puns.
Yes.
So good.
But you know, sometimes they just don't have the budget. Now, what should these people do? How should they start things off?
So I think the biggest thing is like not to get overwhelmed. Everybody wants to tackle all of these projects at one time. And it's like stick to that small honey-do list. Like paint. Paint is something that's easy to change. You can easily change out chairs. You can get a new rug, backsplash, etc. They'll stick to the small and simple, easy things.
Okay. And eventually it'll grow into, it'll look bigger as you do piece by piece by piece. How to eat an elephant.
But the paint, I mean, literally, for $30, you can get a can of paint. So it's easy.
Yeah, very, very great. That's amazing. I love that.
Okay, so another thing that you've talked about a lot is incorporating vintage elements into your
Yes.
design, especially even in the kitchen. We have some pictures actually of some of the kitchens that you've designed, and I'd love you to take us through them and show us the detail here.
Okay, so this is actually a personal project. This was my apartment in Queens, and I am like, I don't want to say a dumpster diver, but I'm like a fancy dumpster diver.
I believe it's called a designer.
There you go. So that wood that you
professional.
saw, those wood planks, I got off of Craigslist for $200, and I came back to my apartment, and I built that barn door to kind of make me feel like I was in the Hamptons. And so that was something I did for less than $300.
Wow.
There, I love to bring greenery into a space. And so, you know, it can even be branches from outside. Like, I'm all about bringing in just like little moments. As a matter of fact, I cut a lot of things outside of my building. I know the landlord hates me, but as long as you're gonna bring,
paying you a landscaping bill.
but keep it simple and easy. And then this picture that you're looking at here, this is a before and after of a wet bar. But what was really fun about this was the backsplash, just creating something that was really simple but really commanding with a herringbone pattern.
But look at the difference, the color of the cabinetry makes.
They look
Very
like
true.
two totally different spaces.
Very
Like,
true.
So clean.
Thank you.
The barn door in your room.
Yeah.
Was that on just a blank wall? You just like created a space there?
Okay, so you know New York always has these like weird elements, and so I had this weird cutout in the middle of my apartment. It was shaped like a corner, And I'm like, it looked like something like Dexter would hide his people. And I'm like, what is this?
Always back to the
Yes, I needed to cover it up. And so like, that was really what it was for.
Cool, I like
cover
that
it up and
idea.
go
Very
away.
creative solution.
Now, and you just transform spaces because like they
Thank
really
you.
did before and after in that kitchen. Was mind blowing, and
Thank
the
you.
beautiful black splash. I feel like everyone wants that to update their kitchen,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So can you show us?
Yes, come on,
Let's take
girl,
a
let's do it.
stroll.
Let's
Yes,
do it.
yes, because you're going to show us
Yes.
how to do an easy DIY project to
Yes.
bring that kitchen alive, if you will.
Okay, so we've been plagued with like you go to your old aunt's house, her towels are a little bit dated, and it's like you really want to help her out. So this is a quick and easy way you can update your towels. So the first thing that you want to do, I'm going to get a little degreaser here. We're
Okay.
just going to spray our old towel, and then
Clean
if
it
you want to
off.
just wipe that off a little
would
bit.
love to.
All right, so we
Yes.
just clean our towel off. And then the next thing that we want to do is once we get the towel all clean and ready to go, we're going to go to our local hardware store and we are going to get peel and stick backsplash. Like literally this looks like the real deal, but you just peel it and stick it and it's done. Now, the thing that you would want to do is make sure that you have a couple of tools. Like I always recommend some scissors.
Okay.
You want to have a pencil as well as a ruler so you can make sure you're getting your line straight. And what you want to do, I'm going to show you over here.
It
in
comes off so easy. Look at that. And
It
it will
is.
really hold up like throughout the heat of the cooking in the kitchen. Like
heat,
it
the
won't
moisture.
fall off in the middle while I'm cooking my soup. It won't
As
fall
long
off
as
in
you're
there.
not like throwing like a pot of hot water at it,
no.
like I think
Okay.
you'll be totally
It'll be
fine.
good. Okay.
And the thing is, we've kind of started over here with our TV magic, but I just want to peel this here for you, and I'm gonna have you do the honors and place this last piece, just so you can kind of see how simple and easy it is just to line that up.
Like a puzzle, and you cut it precisely, and I just do a little smooth.
That's a little smooth, and then there's like a little protective layer that you can just pull off, and this will make sure that everything stays in place. And that's like an easy weekend warrior project.
No grout, no mess.
No grout,
fuss.
honey. You don't have to mess up your nails. Like, this is just simple and easy.
I adore this. All right, so up next, Mikkel shares more DIY tips for your kitchen, plus the items you already have lying around your house can be used to elevate your space quickly and cheaply. Oh, cheap. That's the key word, cheap.
So like a budget.
We are back with Murder House Flips, Mikkel Welsh, and he's got a great tip on how you can spice up the boring light fixtures using a starburst mirror. Check this out.
Take your new light fixture and starburst mirror frame outside and give them an even coat of spray paint and allow them both to dry. Be sure to cut off your circuit breaker in the room where you'll be installing your new light fixture. Once you confirm the power source is off, go ahead and remove the old light fixture. Install the starburst mirror frame into the ceiling with your anchors and screws. You'll at least need 2 anchors and screws to fully secure the starburst frame into the ceiling. Go ahead and install the new light fixture in the center of the starburst frame and add your light bulb and glass shade. No more basic flush mount chandeliers.
That's amazing. I mean, that's more work than I can imagine, and you make it look really easy, but now I'm inspired.
I mean, DIY can be fun and easy.
Yeah, I believe it. And I know you have a few other really fun hacks here that I would love to know, because this is stuff that I think I can actually get through, including how to change the knobs on your pantry.
Yes, so this is one of the quick and easiest ways to give your piece like a designer upgrade without spending a lot of money. So I am a huge fan of these new leather knobs. You can get them
Ooh.
off of like Etsy and various
nice.
stores, but they're super cute. So here's the thing, like what we wanna do is first, we're gonna open up our cabinet and we just wanna take off the knobs that we have currently on the piece. Now, I typically would have given you a screwdriver,
No,
but
it's
these
okay.
are
I
so
got it.
easy.
I got it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's pretty easy to peel those off. All right, so now that you've gotten that piece off, we're gonna move on to the fun part. This is the big reveal. All right, so I want you to take the front of your leather
I did
strap.
something silly here. Okay.
Oh, you got it? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna place this here in the front, and I want you to thread the back piece here. You got it? All right, and now that we've done that, we're literally just gonna begin to screw this in.
Oh.
I like it so simple and easy. Like,
This is, I mean, look how much better that looks.
I mean, it looks worlds better.
Yeah, it really does.
Worlds
Hold on,
better.
I'm not done yet.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
I will finish this project.
Well, the good thing about this is, you know, it won't take forever. You just go a couple of rounds around the side, and then you're like good to go. So look how easy, simple and easy it upgrades that piece. It looks like it came from a designer store.
I love this. I want to do them all, and I will. But in the meantime, you also have a $3 DIY hack.
Okay, so
what is it?
Now this one, I'm telling you my good designer secrets on this one. All right.
Uh-oh.
So, you know how you walk into your friend's place and they have like those fancy like under-mounted lights? Well, you can do that same thing for $3. So literally you get these from the hardware store, and all you have to do is literally like get some command strips or a glue strip, and you just place them directly into the cabinet. And the great thing about these is there's no wires because it's all battery operated. And once you're ready to go, you simply just click the button. And it's gonna give you that high-end finish. And check this out, when you're standing back from afar, you can barely even see that the lights are there.
I mean, even if you see them, I have to say they blend right in.
I mean, they're gonna think you spent $1 million on that
love
piece.
that. Thank you so. This is amazing. I'm going to put on my lights. I'm going to finish my doorknobs.
Yes.
You can go do anything else. I've got my work cut out for me. What's next?
I love this. It's like a design triathlon.
This is the upgrade train. I love it. I'm obsessed with that trick because under counter lighting in the kitchen, it's great because you make your workspace more usable. In the cabinets like that, you don't have to pay an electrician to come to your house and figure all this out. Obsessed.
Super easy.
And we are next going to tackle another thing that I think lots of people have seen on their Pinterest or on their Instagram, beautifully curated shelves that like take a bunch of stuff from your house and make it look nice. So you're going to show us how to do that. But first, you mentioned you love greenery. It's a nice way to bring a little lush nature into the home.
Yes.
Well, we did collect a couple of just items from around the set over here. So we have a jar, some pottery. This is one of my favorites. I love like a rustic wood bowl with fruit piled up in it. How should we put these on our shelves so that it looks like up our kitchen decor game, make it look collected, not just like junk on the shelf?
Okay, so I think one of the first things, I'm gonna take the little succulents from here. I'll place this here for a second.
Okay.
I think when you're designing your kitchen, you honestly need to treat it like it's an extension of the rest of your house. Okay. So for me, example, I love to bring the outside in, right?
Yes.
So I like to just stick with like a simple piece of pottery, add some fresh greenery, and like literally just
tuck it in back there.
Just tuck it in right there. Being that this is the kitchen, you want it to still have an element that feels kitchen-like. So why don't you do me a favor and place the cutting board directly behind that little piece there. Look at us. We're already looking like Joanna Gaines.
We are.
We've got some Joanna Gaines action going on. And then the next thing I want to do is begin to bring in some more functional elements. So let's think about your everyday uses. You're going to do your plate. So let's just put those in the center so that you can grab those easily.
You like height or you want some
You know
stacking?
what? I like some stacking action. I think that's kind of cute. And then let's add a little more practical. We've got all of our nicely tucked linens. And you know what, Daphne? I think let's do it on this side over here. Let's switch it up a little bit. All right, and then the last thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna add our stemware that we're gonna use on a daily basis. And I think, you know what, let's have a little fun. Let's put them on the polar opposite end over there. And I am a huge fan of bringing in nature, whether it's real oranges, artificial, but let's just place these guys here just to give a little bit of color.
I like that. I like breaking it up too, so you're not all function. You're some beauty just for fun.
Exactly, and I think that's where the fun is. So now, we have this like blank shelf up here, so why not bring in a little bit of artwork?
Yes.
So what I typically do here is I'll start with the artwork in the center just to kind of like frame out everything.
Okay.
And then let's balance it off with a good old cake stand. Let's maybe place this on the side.
Especially because finding a place to store big items like this can be a little bit tricky sometimes.
It can. And so these are going to be, this will be those items that you don't go to on a daily.
Totally.
It's just like only on special occasions.
Can the succulent go on the cake stand?
It totally can.
Oh my gosh.
It totally can.
Yes.
And then we finish it off with our favorite cookbooks, and we have restyled our kitchen in like what? 3 minutes.
Literally 3 minutes. We have time for a cocktail.
We do. Who's making it?
Jamaica.
I am in awe of everything that's going on. Gail, you look like you have conquered the world.
Oh my gosh.
You're so proud of her work. Look at that pantry. You and Revive.
I mean, I'm just saying, I did this so fast, and I'm very proud of myself.
It looks
I'm
good.
proud of you.
Ladies, we did amazing work. Now, up next, do you always struggle with putting that duvet cover on? Oh, I know you do. When we come back, Mikkel Welch is giving us the hack to finally put the obstacle to bed for good.
Ooh.
Yes. We're going to change some lives. Yes.
Love this.
Change some lives.
All right, I'm making cocktails.
There we go. Welcome back to The Good Dish. There is nothing that is quite as humbling as putting the duvet cover on your bed. I mean, check this out. You'll see what I mean. That poor soul. All right.
A hot mess.
All right. That is not going to happen today
No.
because we found the greatest solution called the burrito hack.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. This is going to change lives and make a difference. I've asked decor expert Mikkel Welch to stick around because we are not letting him out of our sight. He's teaching us too much. Now, Mikkel, you say the bedroom should feel like a sanctuary, but why is the duvet so stressful?
I think just like that video you saw, people don't know, like, how do you start? How does it end? It's like you just want to jump in there and try to figure it out, and then it's just like a huge mess in the end.
Okay.
So we're going to simplify it today with the burrito technique.
All right.
So first, what you want to do is you want to start with your comforter out first, and then you want to start on top of that with your duvet. And if you look closely, I've opened up the duvet so that it's inside out. So that's the most important part, all right? So now that we've got that, we're going to pull both ends. All right, you got it tight?
I do.
And literally, we're gonna roll it like a burrito or like something else. And we're just gonna keep going
What do you
and
mean,
going.
Mikkel?
That's another show.
All right, and
All
so right now you can see we're running out of space. Well, let's just pull this back up just a little bit more. All right, and now we're gonna keep rolling and rolling and rolling. So now this is where the magic is gonna happen. So what I want you to do is I want you to take, you got your blue piece here?
Yes, I do.
All right. I want you to go around the corner. Pull this one.
This like,
Just the
like
top
that.
There we go.
Yep.
There.
Take that top piece.
Okay, I'm gonna wreck the place.
It's got.
Gonna get out of your
All
way.
right. Take your top piece.
Uh-huh.
And you're going to roll it in.
No.
Oh, yeah. It's happening.
Wait.
It's happening.
No. No.
Wait.
You got it.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So now,
No.
slowly, I want you to roll this back out. Just
like magic.
literally the opposite
Oh my
way.
gosh.
Yes. Wow.
In there.
It is. And so now the only thing that we need to do is we come back down to the
bottom.
end.
Yes.
We just button
That in.
the
This
button.
is phenomenal.
And
Whoa.
this is the easiest way to do
Figured
this.
this out. This is out of control.
Isn't it amazing?
Gosh.
It's some old Martha Stewart, David Copperfield type of
It's
magic.
Mikkel Welch.
Yes. And we didn't end
gosh.
up with the blanket on our heads.
No,
Look at that.
we did it.
That's right. You keep your hands
I mean, the hardest part is
Correct.
just doing the buttons at the
Oh,
end.
guys, that looks amazing.
That's all right.
So yeah, you fluff it out.
Saved me hours of
Amazing.
embarrassment.
You're good to go. So the good old burrito technique comes in handy every.
Nice.
Okay. Can you come to our houses because we want to keep you forever? I mean, you've done so much in such a short time. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for joining
Of
us.
course,
You
thank
are
you for
truly an
having
angel
me.
that changes and transforms things. And make sure you check him out on Murder House Flip. Love that show. All right. So up next, it's the good list, y'all. The place to find everything from today's show. And also, if your pots and pans are always loudly falling out of your cabinet, we have a simple $8 home hack that will stop that madness. Yes. This I cannot believe.
I know that. A whole show full of home hacks, and it's still not over. We have one more for you before you go. Are your pots and pans always falling over each other in the cabinet, like some of ours in this kitchen? You know, you're trying to stack them up and they kind of all tumble out as soon as you open the doors. Well, here's a good hack. You can actually use curtain tension rods to separate your pots and pans just like this. And here's the best part, they can cost as little as $8.
Oh, that's
Love that. Very
pretty
smart.
awesome.
And
Okay.
reportedly Martha Stewart approved as well, so we know they work. So good.
All right, we fixed that problem. So now it's time for the good list again. You see that QR code on your screen? I want you to open your camera app and hold your phone right up to it, and it'll take you right to the recipes and more from today's show. You can also head over to gooddishtv.com to get it all, including some little person is going to ask you, Mom, what's for dinner tonight? You know the question is coming. Thankfully, you already have the answer. It's chicken Milanese with that cabbage slaw that we made with Savannah Guthrie. Crunchy chicken, that tangy, sweet cabbage slaw. Oh, this was a good one. So good.
And the best thing about it, good for dinner, also amazing in a sandwich for lunch the next day.
Ooh,
Yes, indeed.
Amazing.
like your style.
I'm gonna eat it for both. Thank you, and we will see you next time for more good food and good dish.